Hello everybody, it's KatePlayz and welcome back to the channel. Thank you for joining me. We are going to jump right in today, and you may notice we are not in Coral Cove anymore. Things are looking a little bit different here. So we are currently in the community zoo project that is hosted by Gunter's Gaming on his Discord channel and his YouTube channel. And we are currently standing in front of my contribution to the community zoo. I asked Gunter if I could go ahead and showcase my build to all my followers, and he said, of course, go for it. I just want to point out first that I will only be showcasing my build. There are many other great builders who have contributed to this project, and I will make sure to link the first tour video in the description, and be sure to look out on Gunter's Gaming channel for the next tour video, and go ahead and give him a subscribe if you enjoy his content, and make sure to check out his Discord channel if you're on Discord. Really great community of people. So without further ado, we are going to jump into touring my build, which is the Moose Lodge at Moon Lake here in the community zoo. Just a forewarning as well, I do not have a script for this, so I'm just going to go through and point out some of my favorite things about this build, and yeah, that'll be it. So I hope you all enjoy. Let me know if you enjoy this and what you think about this build, and I hope that you all like it. So first thing we'll do is go ahead and check out the front of the Moose Lodge. So this is the Moose Lodge here with the very front of the barn and backstage area with a little walkthrough I built for the guests. I took some inspiration of fences that were already around the zoo to kind of match with everybody, and then pulled them over here. And this would be the staff entrance area, a gate that was already built around here. I wanted to kind of reuse it, make it moose size maybe. And then right in here would be the first place that guests would walk. Right now we have guests turned off because there's a lot going on in the zoo. Ooh, and you can see our main moose, Oak, in there taking a nap in the inside already. So first thing is the front of this building. I really liked the use of the wood and the rock, and then the Arctic wood as a trim, some of the more themed star lights and the tree pattern. And then I tried to use that trick from KatePlayz where you line the text with another darker color of that text, and I think it turned out really good. I like it. It looks nice lit up at night. I will try to add some cinematics of that at the end. And so guests would first come in here and take a look at the keepers making lunch. So one thing that's really cool that I really enjoyed is they did these plaques, the memorial plaques, and we put our names so that you can see who made each building. So there's my little plaque there. And first we come in here and we have the keeper's lunch window, and this explains about our moose. So we have Oak and Summer, and in this build we actually have a baby as well that I haven't named or added yet, because when I came back to the community zoo I was like, oh, there's a baby. Here you can watch the keepers make some of their favorite snacks. Moose do eat a lot of branches and twigs, and then also, you know, fruits and other things, leaves, aquatic plants even. So a lot of work on that backstage that I did. I'll show you all that. Cool access up top. Here I actually used the deer like wall sculptures here, but they were pretty large and we don't have a really good moose one besides the silly one, which is very cute. but didn't really fit the aesthetic. But here they could learn all about the antler process for the male moose. And here they would learn all about what moose eat. I tried to add a lot of decals to make the space look like it's been here quite some time. And I sunk in some of the editable signs to add that top text, and then used lions modular signs for the other. So one thing I do want to point out as I'm going in before we go back here is these amazing workshop blueprints I found, which I will link in the description, for these branch twig moose sculptures. They are really awesome. I attached them with some grassland poles to make them look suspended there. There's one more over here, and I really enjoy the way they look. I did not make them, so shout out to that creator. I will link the description to that workshop file, but they look so good. Also did not make the educational boards. That was another creator or builder within our community. I just brought them over here for some continuity. We're going to check out the staff area really quickly before heading on over. Quick view. Oh, look, there's a glimpse of one of our moose right there. Oh, there's their big boy. So let's go ahead and go into the backstage area. So back here, I custom made these fences, backstage fences. I actually did load them on the workshop for that Discord community, so check those out. I'll link them in the description as well. Lots of beam work in here to make it seem more realistic. And then I added these switches that should control the lights in each one of those fences or gates out there. There's two. And then we have this ladder that goes up there, which it's really cute. I just made a little storage area. What I'll do is I will insert a little clip of me going up and showing you that storage area and breezeway. So here is the backstage area where our keepers would be prepping lunch. We've got some fruits, we've got a fridge. This backstage is kind of taken from another member's backstage within the community and kind of just upgraded a little bit to add the Arctic wood at the bottom. Took the fridge. I did make my own little dish here out of the water dish to kind of make it look like it's more sat in here for this front, kind of more where the keeper would be on display making lunch. And then we have some boxes of branches because moose do chew on like branches and twigs and plant life like that a lot as well, and some buckets. I stole this sink technique from Sparrow, and I will link her channel in the description as well. Awesome creator if you haven't already followed her, but she's got lots of great tips. And the sink trick I took from her to make them look very similar to sinks, and I actually added a keeper hut back here, which is nothing special, just go straight into a keeper hut. And then we have more branch, a cork board for the employees with some inspirational stuff, some backstage. We've got our moose hanging out in there. We have a feeder ball and some feeder hay holders by another one of our Discord members. So definitely check out Gunter's Gaming Discord, because it's got a great community going on there. Something I'd like to build for this channel should it ever get 1,000 subscribers, which we are at like 72, which is quite a bit. I have to thank every single one of you all for joining up and hanging out on the community. So here is our backstage area. And I guess we've been in the backstage area the whole time right now, but we have another little area which has the 2 cork boards or clipboards on the cork board for the moose that we would be tracking, and some more post-its and some more tools. Another switch for this, which would take us out into the yard of the moose. So we'll actually go that way, I guess, and kind of take a look at the yard, and then we will take a look at the boardwalk that I made for Moon Lake. So here is the moose's side of the yard. The moose side of the yard. This is what they see. There's our little baby that we have in this community zoo. They have lots of space over here. This is their main feeder. They've got lots of forest and path that they've beaten down, fallen over trees, and that very tall fence with thick supported wood. Here is Moon Lake. You can see a bit of it now with Oak, our big male moose. We've got a custom feeder right there, which looks like Oak is playing with. Hidden in that tree. Lots of plant life and area for them to swim, but it is fenced in underneath this boardwalk here, which would prevent them from swimming beyond, since moose are very good swimmers. We have a little dock right there, which we should be able to see a little bit better from the bridgeway. But we do have a dock with the little implied fishing pole and one of those Indian boats. Looking back at the barn. I also made a couple custom enrichment items, even though I know they technically would not use them, but I took one of those forage tree items here and put some hay, implied hay in it. They would definitely come munch on that, or greens or grasses and twigs. I also implied a ball with just an art shape. Put some trees in the lake. Really long boardwalk. Quite a few areas, which we'll check out up there in just a moment. And then here's the other custom feeder I made. And this is the giraffe feeding cage, just sunken into the ground. And then I added some thatch, I think the round pieces, to imply like hay or grasses or dried grasses, and then the birch branches. And I tried to build up some really foresty areas in here, so there is quite a bit of buffalo grass and trees. If If you notice any skipping or anything like that, that might be why. Really amazing rooftop restaurant build up there. So definitely check out the channel to see the further tour and see the upcoming tour for the finishing build. So we're gonna walk out this side of the habitat. There's another enrichment with the ball. And we're just kind of morph through fence because we're powerful. Another amazing community build there. So here we have another workshop blueprint I found, and I just added these little white grass or implied grasses from leaves at the bottom. But this awesome workshop blueprint I found talks about how do you measure up against a moose, and we don't have this decal. It's actually made out of like letters and commas and full stops and other things to make this moose shape, which I thought was amazing. I will link that in the description as well, so be sure to check out that creator and give them a like on that workshop blueprint. So here's kind of overlook. Again, we've got really high fences because big moose are really big. And we've got the trees, forest for them right there. I really love this sight line. Another one of these built-in signs, which I think is amazing. Utilizing some more of the lions signs, which are just incredible. So let's take a look at my boardwalk. Now, we called it Moon Lake Boardwalk, and I really love how this turned out. In hindsight, I would make the lake slightly smaller. I guess moose really like to swim, so they would appreciate it. Although I don't see them swim, even though it says it's accessible with the rocks. I only see them go by the feeder. I haven't really seen them swim too much yet, even though in real life they would swim quite a bit. So yeah, I'm always checking accessible area, seeing what I can figure out. But anyways, so here is the Moon Lake Boardwalk. So we've got covered areas that are easily shaded. And then we also have in-between areas which have more access to the sun. So multiple areas to see the habitat from over here as well. And a lot of times you can catch them hanging by the edge of the lake. Looks like all of them may have went out of sight right now. So here we've got some benches added in now, and then these are the last workshop blueprint I really used. I heavily modified 2 different workshop telescope blueprints to create these ones here that have this eye kind of nozzle to the outside and this like rounded shape on the inside. I really love them. I utilized the workshop blueprint to help me get them tilted all different angles, which is really cool feature to kind of look like they've been hanging there or people have used them. And there's 6 of those. So here's another set, tilted a little bit differently. Let's see if we can. Oh, there's the moose off in the background there. He's huge, so he's easy to see. He dwarfs the baby. And yeah, so that's pretty much it for the build. The boardwalk, the Moose Lodge, and Moon Lake. I want to thank Gunter for allowing me to show off my build to my channel. We have, like I said earlier, 72 subscribers now, almost 100 people who are watching my antics on YouTube. So I appreciate each and every one of you and future subscribers. We've got a lot of watchers who aren't subscribers. So if you'd like to and you enjoy the content, please feel free to subscribe so you can give me feedback on content and help me and the channel grow together in Planet Zoo creating. So there's our little dock with our implied fishing pole. And then we come back out the other end to the end of the Moon Lake boardwalk. This video won't be too long, but I really hope you do enjoy it. Here's Mama Moose, Summer, and Oak. There's a baby running right out after. Never far behind. Another fantastic build right over there by another one of our amazing creators. Saw a sneak peek of the animal over there. So yeah, here's the moose habitat with Moon Lake Boardwalk. I really enjoyed making this build, and I really enjoy every day being a part of Gunter's gaming Discord community and seeing his YouTube videos and all of the creators on that community, their videos, and getting their tips and suggestions. So if you're on Discord, I highly suggest it. Check it out. Maybe one day my channel will be big enough for a community as great as that. So I, again, thank every one of you for coming. I hope you really enjoyed this, something different. I really enjoyed working on this outside of Coral Cove, just as a fun project for myself. And yeah, so if you enjoyed, make sure to like, subscribe, follow along for new videos. The next Coral Cove video will be coming out soon. And I appreciate every one of y'all, and I want to wish you all a happy rest of your week and happy zookeeping, and I will see you all in the next video. Thank you. Bye-bye.